to Living Luxuriously for Less, where we celebrate, decorate, and enjoy everyday life for less. Welcome to our 2025 Christmas home tour. Come on in. For the living room, I decided to match the color palette of our existing decor. And so I went with the neutrals, tans, blacks, whites, and accents of gold. I have shared these chairs before. I got them on Amazon, and the oversized artwork I got from Ross. Now, this artwork was actually, I believe, at the Z Gallery or on Wayfair, but I got it for a fraction of the price, and I will link everything that I can find in this video. So if you're watching it on the cell phone, just tap on the icon that you will see there. I love the credenza. You guys, it is so beautiful. When we moved into this home, while we were building our home, we did realize that it did not have a mantle or a fireplace. So I put the credenza there, and I flanked each side of the credenza with the skinny Christmas trees. And of course, I had to have the coordinating gift wrap under each tree. And I placed a beautiful centerpiece in the center of the credenza and Christmas trees on either side that just blended with the overall glitz and glam that we already have going on. You guys, don't be afraid to use different things under your Christmas tree under other than your typical presents. So I use like sleighs and extra ornaments and all sorts of things underneath the Christmas tree. And I wanted to just kind of bring the entire look together so that it would look collected. And remember, I told you guys I didn't have a fireplace. So I am playing this fireplace video that I found on YouTube, and it is so amazing because it still gives you that warm and cozy feeling in your living room, although it's just a fireplace on a TV screen. Now, I love these miniature wreaths that I use on the back of my bar chairs. This velvet ribbon was an humongous roll that Very Carey gifted to me several years ago, and I am still using it. And I did just a very simple buffet setup for any, sporadic entertaining we may be doing during the holidays. And I ran just lights throughout the buffet to give it that warm, merry, and cheery glow. I absolutely love the lights, and I also added more lights in the back, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. Now, the buffet risers, you can get those on Amazon. For the tablescape, I literally did not change anything from last year. I loved last year's tablescape so much that I decided to repeat it. I did try some other things and I just didn't like it. I decided to stick with the Christmas tree scenery on this side of the room. So the centerpiece has the Christmas tree in it. And then over on the accent chest, I just did all Christmas trees there with a nutcracker on the bottom and the drum on the left hand side of that. And then I just put a wreath in the mirror just to add, to the overall aesthetics of the space. And I mixed the different Christmas trees that I had collected from Ross and Marshalls and Home Goods and everywhere in between. So this is what it looks like from this view. I created this smaller centerpiece for the left hand side of my countertop, and then for the behind the cooking area, of course, I did the same garland, and I did a garland over through the door so it all just really meshes together very well. Moving on to the bedroom, I moved the settee where the tree what is now. The settee was there, so I moved the settee to the base of our bed. I moved the bench to the right hand side because I just didn't really want to put any furniture out in our garage like I typically do, and I just thought that it looked really good there. And then the bedding, I changed it out. It's like a mixture of faux fur and velvet, and I am loving the black bedding in the room. And the Christmas tree is on the side of the room where the settee once was. And I just carried the same theme throughout our house. And if you're counting, we have a total of 3 Christmas trees. I absolutely love this piece. I put it right in front of the television, and he is still able to watch the TV without it intruding the view. Now let's go into our master bathroom. I love the way that it turned out, you guys. Again, I stuck with the black, white, and gold all the way throughout our home, and I just love the way that I was able to shop our home for existing things and incorporate things like this "Oh Holy Night" sign that I got last year after Christmas. I incorporated that this year into our holiday decor. And then the black and white rugs, I got a set of 3 from Ross for 16.99. And I also got this artwork that I'm loving from Ross as well. And the Merry Christmas sign, I got that after Christmas. These curtains may look familiar because I used them in my niece's dorm room. She only needed one set, so I brought the other set home. And when I decided to change out the bathroom for Christmas, I scotch guarded them and hung them over our shower area. And for the bathroom sink area, I just created just a beautiful centerpiece there using what we already had on hand. And I thought that it turned out beautiful. For the guest bedroom, you guys know we got a new headboard, and I did an Amazon Live where I featured this headboard and we hung the artwork up and all of the things. So wanted to just kind of show you guys what the finished process looked like in the guest bedroom. I love the bedding. I love the headboard. I am not in love with the lamps in this space, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what I'm doing differently with the lamps. We're still on the hunt for the perfect lamps, but I just think the mirrored lamps are just too much. I would love a gold base lamp with a cream shade, but I do love the rectangular shape. Now, I thought about adding a little bit of Christmas into this room by adding the lighted battery operated garland over the bed. But I don't know if it's really practical. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't want anybody to be sleeping in here and then the garland falls on the head. I mean, I'm just being honest. And so when I went back and looked at it, I was like, maybe not. We'll see. But I did want to show you the lamp. I love the rectangular base of the lamp, but I don't think the shade is big enough for what I'm looking for. It just looks drastically different than the previous one. If you know what I mean? So I like the shape, not crazy about the shade. So we're still on the hunt. This is our guest bathroom. I wanted to add a little bit of holiday cheer in there, so I just added some deer and then on the back of the toilet area and some potpourri or poopery in the bowl in the bathroom. And that's all I did. Like, I tried to stick with the typical holiday decor, um, matching whatever I typically have inside of that bathroom. So I don't have to do a lot of changing of the shower curtains and things like that. So it's just like a gray and white with a pop of black. And that's what I stuck with in that area. And then in my office, I added the Merry Christmas sign, a bow at the base of the lamp. And then I went all out, you guys, with the garland around the oversized floor mirror in the office. And then I added in some white velvet bows that I absolutely love. And I think I did a whole tutorial on this beforehand, so I'll definitely share that with you all as well.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe.
So this is something new. My birthday is in December, and so this month, I wanted to do like a blessing bag or a blessing stocking. And every time I got an unexpected blessing, whether it was money, whether it was something tangible or intangible, I am putting it into the stocking all the way up to my birthday. Whether it's like a sweet note or a message or a comment that you guys leave, I am printing it off, cutting it up, and putting it inside of the stocking. And I just have been amazed at what God has done for me in the month of December. So that concludes our 2026 Christmas home tour. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to leave a comment down below, letting me know which aspect of our home was your favorite this year, or what was your favorite design. And thank you guys so much for all of your love and support this year. I'll see you guys at the next video. Cheers.
Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow. Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holidays